come on now. Before they were singing about that river or crazy horses or being a long-haired lover from Liverpool. The Osmonds, a favorite TV act of the show of legendary entertainer Andy Williams. And it was Andy that introduced the world to the family. And now the youngest Osmond, Jimmy, is thanking Andy in a special way.
That's right, and he's live with us here in the studio.
Not much has changed, has it? Look at those pictures. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, you're such a cutie. I can't believe you got your start in show business when you were 3 years old.
3 years old, right
Yes.
here in Las Vegas, this very month.
No
so this is
kidding.
my 50th anniversary. I still
Wow.
feel like a little kid, but I
Congratulations.
guess it's gone by fast, you know?
Pretty incredible. So let's, I mean, it's obviously gone by fast. You want to kind of take a moment, slow down, and recognize the past 50 years and how it really got started with Andy.
Well, you know, if you would have told me as a 3-year-old boy performing on the Andy Williams shows, my brothers were already regulars,
Yeah.
That I'd end up owning Andy's theater and being empowered by him himself and his family to take his shows around the world, I would have thought you were nuts.
Well, what about Andy seeing this 3-year-old kid that's going to take over his theater? And it's like,
Right.
But you know what's so cool is, you know, we were always so intimidated because he was the boss,
Yeah.
you know. And later in life, I was actually his neighbor, and he would go on his little walks and say hi to my kids and would talk about the woes of owning a theater and the excitement of owning a theater.
Yeah.
And now I produce about 400 shows a year at that
Wow.
theater, and we
That's
tour,
more than
we
one a
tour.
day.
It is. We do 2
Wow.
a day, sometimes 3 a day in the fall. But now this show that I'm doing at the Suncoast kicks off a world tour of this special pet project of his called Moon River and Me,
Phenomenal.
which celebrates his award-winning music and all the footage of the who's who of old Hollywood.
Oh,
so
such a
it's great
glamorous, fun time
Oh, yeah.
to look back on. So you were the last child in the Osmond family, but you have the first in many situations. You were the
Uh-oh,
first
what-
to get a gold
Don't believe
record.
everything you read.
A gold record, which was in Japanese.
That was.
You
yeah.
sing in Japanese?
I do. I was actually on tour
That's
with
insane.
Andy, and the head of Sony said, wouldn't it be cool if your kid could sing in Japanese? So I was the first American to do that, and the first to get a hit record, and I love to rub
Yes.
that into my brothers.
That's
you know?
awesome.
No doubt. Also the first to star in a motion picture. Which picture was that?
The Great Brain. You know, it was based on that series of books.
Yeah.
So I was in that movie.
Do you remember your
I think it was
role?
kind of like Mikey. They always pushed me out first to try it, and then they did it for real, you know. But no, I do remember the role.
He likes it.
I
Mike, he likes it.
Jimmy
He
will
likes it.
try it. Yeah, that's funny. I love this one. You were the first Elvis impersonator in the Hilton International Hotel in 1969.
Isn't that wild? It used to be the International, as
Yeah.
you know.
Yes.
And I was with Nancy Sinatra, and I was imitating Frank Sinatra. So they said, wouldn't it be cool, because we were sharing a schedule with Elvis, wouldn't it be cool if your
Oh
kids,
my
look at
goodness,
that,
look
there's
at
those
you.
jumpsuits.
Oh, look at you.
So I'd come out there and I would imitate Elvis as a little boy. And one time he was actually in the lighting booth, and I was just mortified because it was the king, you know.
I got to ask.
That's phenomenal.
Do you got any Elvis in you?
Thank you very much. I have some really, you know what's wild though, as I tell my stories of when I remember him,
Yeah.
and people don't believe you because, you know, his legend has become so big. But I remember just, you know, having his jumpsuit sitting there, and mine was right next to it.
Elvis
you know?
has become
it was pretty
folklore
bizarre.
at this point. Like,
Oh,
I
I
think we
know.
all look at it as like, wow, that's, you know, that's, that can't be real.
Oh,
I mean,
it's
you know.
amazing. He was such a cool guy,
Yeah.
and he wanted to be a preacher, you know, and he would talk to my mom about, you know, the Bible and different things, and it was quite cool to have that kind of a rapport with. But none of that would have happened if it wasn't for Andy Williams.
That was the spark,
the
yeah.
people that we worked with were just unbelievable, and they mentored us and cared for our family and helped us along the way. And here we are still doing what we love for me, 50 years, 57 or more for my family. But it's been a real blessing to be able to do what you love. And I think when people see this show, the Moon River and Me show, they see that it's produced with a lot of love and a lot of respect for the man that really stuck his neck out for us, and that was Andy Williams.
No question. Before you perform, I want to make sure people know they can get your CD. It's on Amazon.
Yes, and iTunes, all over the place.
Very cool.
And these are songs that we sang with Andy as we toured around the world, and that means something to me personally. And so it's just been a thrill to you know, talk about full circle.
Right.
To come back and pay tribute to the very man that made it happen for not just me, but my entire family.
Excellent.
And when does the tour start?
It starts this Saturday and Sunday at the Suncoast.
Oh,
Where
it's
are you
kicking
going to
off
be
the
going
tour.
off to?
And then we go to
Wow.
Europe, and it started, I was supposed to be just 5 dates, and it turned into 27 dates
No
in the
way.
UK.
Wow.
Now we're looking for next year, because I come back to do the Christmas show, to go to Japan and Israel and all over the world with it, because Andy touched so many people's lives.
Of
I mean,
course.
people come up to me after the show and they say, oh, that song was, I remember when I went off to war, or whatever it was.
There's a memory linked
It
to it.
brings back their lives. And
Yeah.
I think my family finally gets it, that it's not about us. It's about being there, singing those songs that take people back to those easier days. And that's just so cool to be a part of.
Isn't
you know?
that cool? The songs stay with us.
Absolutely.
Music is powerful. It really is.
Speaking of music, what are you going to perform for us?
Hey, a charade. You want to do it with me?
Oh,
Come
boy.
on. It's fun.
Okay, well, we'll
Okay, I'll look at you, and then I'll cue you, and it's your turn,
Oh,
all right?
boy.
This is a song Andy used to sing, and he loved it. It was called Charade. When we played our charade, we were like children posing, playing at games, acting out names, guessing the parts we played. Oh, what a hit we made. We came on next to closing, best on the bill, lovers until love left the masquerade. Fate seemed to pull the string. I turned and you were gone, while from the darkened wings the music box played on. Sad little serenade, song of my heart's composing. I hear it still, I always will, best on the bill charade. Now this is your dance section. While from the darkened wings the music box played on. Sad little serenade, song of my heart's composing. I hear it still, I always will, best on the bill charade.
Whoa, with the spin
You
there.
guys are
Round of
Yes!
applause for
You
Jay
get
there. That was
on the road
phenomenal.
with us.
I was feeling it.
We're going on tour with them. I'm not sure if you heard. It's
was
a deal.
fabulous.
You're so nice.
Jimmy,
What a
great
great
having you.
song.
And it's so early. We're
You
getting
did a
there.
great job. Jimmy, thank you so much.
Thank
So great
you.
to see you
Pleasure
both.
seeing
You
you.
guys are awesome. Come see
Fantastic.
us. Come play with us.
Absolutely.
It'll be fun.
See Jimmy Osmond pay tribute to Andy Williams and Moon River and Me tomorrow and Sunday at 8:30 p.m. inside Suncoast Hotel and Casino. For tickets, call the number or visit the website on your screen. Don't forget to follow Jimmy on social media.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.